Back to the Brother Sports Podcast presented by RambleOnSports.com. It is Wednesday, June 12th, and I'm going to keep it short and sweet on the intro. We've got NHL, NBA playoffs. We've got the U.S. Open. We've got Sean and Max back. Got Max with, what is that, a 99 U.S. Open hat?
Yeah.
99. I love it. Sean's got the Pirates on, repping some Paul Skeens Day. I am repping the Cosby Titans, who just won their second state title in soccer over McLean High School. So shout out the boys there. Always cool as an alum to see that. We didn't get it done, but they've got two really good teams that they've had over the last couple of years. So without further ado, Sean, Max, how are we doing today, guys?
Great, man. Beautiful day out. It was a solid weekend. So coming into this week, feeling really good. Ready to talk shop as always.
Yeah, good to see you guys. A lot of fun stuff going on. Of course, you mentioned the finals, Stanley Cup, and the U.S. Open, one of my favorite events, frankly, on the sports calendar. So, a lot of things to talk about.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, yeah, we'll start with the NBA NHL playoffs. We'll just kind of recap, and then I know we've got a lot to talk about on the U.S. Open at Pinehurst #2 this year in Pinehurst, North Carolina. So looking forward to that. A couple good storylines, some recent news, and of course, the main question, which we will talk about more. Is there anyone stopping Scotty at this point? But before we get to the golf course, let's go over to the ice. We've got Panthers up 2-0 on the Oilers. Max and I are in shambles right now after that 4-1 loss last night or 2 nights ago. If you're talking Tuesday or Monday night, geez, week's already flying by. But yeah, guys, first kind of couple thoughts on those first two games and what do we think of three?
Yeah. I kind of mentioned it, even though I still went Oilers. It's just Panthers, it's a little revenge tour. They almost had it last year. Well, kind of got pooped on. But, they made it last year, didn't win. They made it right back the next. So they were kind of due for one. And I don't know. I don't know what to say. They look very
Yeah,
good.
they're just like a complete hockey team.
Yeah.
Broski,
Bro.
defense, of course, they can score when they need to. Like both games were, kind of different. The first one, they won with barely, getting like kind of any shots there. And of course, game two, they score a bunch. So, yeah, man, good for them. It seemed to, but it's now it's over to Edmonton. It'll be a crazy barn there. It's not gonna be shocking to me if they get two wins or if the Oilers even this back up.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say, looking at game three, Edmonton's got the money line. They're favored right now at -135. You got Florida at +114 and over under a 5.5. I am so scared of seeing that 5.5 right now. After watching, the last couple playoff games. I feel like it's like tight right there. And I mean, still, even with a blowout, I'm still at 5. So anything you guys like on either side for game three? And this one's in Edmonton, like you said.
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe the over. I think Edmonton has to win this one. So, that's really not a bad value at -135. It's a must win. And so, they're going to go all out. Maybe look at McDavid's. He's probably at 1.5 points, I would assume, but that's not a bad one to look at. Uh, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd maybe even push that up and just take the puck line, the
Yeah.
-1.5 goals for Edmonton, just because I think the +200 is almost worth it at that point for a game where they'll feel a lot of, or that they got to go and have their best game essentially.
Well, it's kind of I don't know if they do the same in the or as they do in the NBA, but like a game like this where let's say Edmonton goes up early, and I don't think hockey players do it, but kind of just maybe resting some of the main guys, just kind of being like, all right, let's just get game four wrapped up. I mean, you see that with like Denver Timberwolves and all that, but
Mhm.
yeah, I did not see that at first, but I really like that 200 +200. And then McDavid is -130 for over 1.5 points. Max, you still like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it. He's got to. He's got to go off.
Yeah, I mean Hyman's at like a plus 100 and McDavid's at a plus 120. I feel like the main thing is like if he gets a goal, he's definitely getting another assist. Like, it's like it seems like he's averaging like 1 to 2 assists a game, regardless of whether he's scoring. So maybe a little parlay action. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. See if we can get the people something.
Former Penn Evan Rodriguez already has 3 goals in 2 games. If you think he continues to just be lightning hot, his anytime is plus 360.
Ooh, okay. Okay. I like that. Like that a lot.
He might get more ice time too, just how well he's been playing.
Yeah. It is not letting me SGP. Let me try one more thing. And I am not going to waste too much time. Bang. There we go. Sorry, boys. No, it's just not letting me. All right, fuck it. Yeah, I like those. Yeah, play them individually, right? Don't get that's the lesson. I think that's
There
a
you go. That's the lesson.
Chill out. Chill out. Okay, sweet. Well, anything else before we hit the NBA? I feel like it's kind of we gotta just let stuff play out at this point. You don't want to overreact, right? I feel like that's the big thing.
Yep. Just get this. Get
Sounds
this
like
win.
we agree the Oilers will probably get this one game 3 done.
Yeah. Get this, and it's a whole different ball game. So we shall see.
Yep. I like it. I like it. Well, getting over to Dallas, Boston. Dallas is hosting game 3, finally getting to play at, I think it's American Airlines Arena. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It was at one point.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't they might have changed after
Crypto by now.
Yeah. Who knows? But yeah, I mean Dallas is also the same kind of concept. Dallas is favored by 2.5, minus 135 money line as well. So trying to get a third game or game 3 win. That would be huge. Over unders 213. Any thoughts on these first 2 games? Because I feel like Boston's just been it's the better team so far.
Mm-hmm.
Easy way to say it.
Luca has no help.
Mhm.
What the fuck is he supposed to do?
He can only do so many turnaround fadeaway jumpers. Like I don't know how he does that every time. And it's so slow, but it works every time.
Yeah.
Can't get much better than a 30-point triple double while motherfuckers airball and fucking just throwing up stupid shit. So
What jerseys are they going to wear? I feel like I've never seen them wear once. They're just like home jersey. I know this sounds like old man yelling at clouds, but if they come out just wearing the white Dirk Nowitzki, like Mavs home jersey, then maybe I'll take them. That's my analytical like play of the day.
stop being so cute.
Every time I see them, they're wearing some jersey like I've never seen before.
Yeah, like the graffiti one. You're like, what the fuck?
Yep.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't hate that take at all. I was just looking at something that said that.
But you got some better takes for us.
No. Here's another like kind of, are we gonna read into it too much? Is Luca got a painkilling shot before game 2. I mean, he still got a triple double, but
That Kristaps might not be playing or whatever. He's fucking hurt pretty bad.
Yeah, he went out early. And I kind of like the same thought process as with the Oilers on the minus on the puck line. I like Dallas minus 2.5 too. Just if they're gonna win, which I think they got to win one. And they're pretty damn good at home. It's probably the one. If they want to really do anything, Kyrie, saying, "Hey, this might be the hardest thing we've ever done," kind of deal. Expect a big game from Kyrie, but obviously Luka's just gonna keep balling, and I guess keep monitoring the Porzingis stuff. I'm trying to pull that up right now.
Do you like the over?
I kind of do. I think. I mean, the last 2 games were so low scoring. I feel like I don't know. I think this might be a good game just for Dallas to kind of come out hot. I mean, what was the game 5? Was it with the Mavs, Timberwolves, where Luka came out and had like a bunch of points first quarter? They were up by like 15 in the first quarter already. So I don't hate something like that. I feel like Boston's always due for like one game where they're just like, all right, like it's not our game. They weren't shooting really well last game, but maybe this one, Luca can kind of shoot him back into it. But yeah, like you guys said, everyone's got to make their shots. He can't be having like one assist in a game. In game one, I think it was one. It was something really. Let me see. Not one assist, but like one in the second half.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, 213. I'd probably play that. I like Dallas, and I'm trying to pull up some props. I think the easiest stuff is just like don't overthink it. Uh, just just play Luca. I mean, just anything you can get. What do we got here? I mean, 32 and a half. It's a little close. I think Kyrie over 23 and a half at minus 115 is probably a good one. I think Lively or Gafford's got to have a game here soon. I don't know that they will, but the other one I'd like is PJ Washington's under 14 and a half. I feel like it might be a Kyrie Luka game, so it might be a good idea to play some Dallas unders. So I don't know. Just quick thoughts.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like both of these are a little sleepy finals. Hockey's always like fun to watch, but like
Mhm.
EA's kind of not been the best and could be just a shit show for the remainder. But we'll see.
Yeah, yeah. One last one I'm going to throw out just because I feel like he's been playing really well, and I'm surprised that this is the case. But Drew Holiday's
I was
PR,
just gonna say the same thing.
the PRA, the 24 and a half.
Or I was just gonna honestly, I was gonna do like some sort of like Derek White, his lowest alt points mixed with Drew Holiday's lowest alt points.
I don't hate that. Yeah, dude, his PRA is 24 and a half. He might get 24 points, honestly.
Yeah.
So I don't hate that. Um, yeah, I don't hate a Derek White tease down points either. I think
Mhm.
he should be. I mean, dude, Tatum's been solid, but like I feel like White and Jalen Brown have been kind of heavy
Yeah.
scoring. Porzingis in there too. So let me see. There's one thing I just want to check Drew Holiday's other stats aside from his points. I know he's been points balling, but
Because that seems pretty low.
right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Unless they're just factoring in like a dud.
which I mean could be, but even if like they're a dud, like if it's a dud, like I feel like he'd still play more. I mean, he really does. I mean, yeah, he got last game. He got 3 assists, 11 rebounds, 26 points. This might be one of those things where I feel like Vegas knows more than I do. Well, I know they know more than I do, but or are we just gonna do it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, over 24 and a half. We'll play that.
Yeah, write that down. And then yeah, honestly, you do that with like a Luca like 30 or 20, 28 and a
I mean
half for
the holiday ones though, it's just minus
was that
it's
minus
minus 112. You can play that by yourself.
yep.
Unless
Yep.
you want to be parlay. Parlay boy.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Even like so. Yeah, he had 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 12 points. So he still barely cleared that in game one, but they were up by. I mean, they were up the whole game. He kind of sat towards the end. So yeah, I like that a lot. All right, sweet. Yeah, I like Dallas this game, and then I think maybe I guess he's Celtics taking game four, potentially being a 4-1. I gotta see the switch flipped in Dallas in game three. So backs against the wall. Gotta love when you got a team at minus 135 backs against the wall, and you're just like, what the fuck? But that's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anything else you guys like on NBA playoffs?
The trend tells you to take under PJ Washington 1.5 threes at plus 150. But if it's like a Denver win, then he probably ends up getting two.
Oof. What's the plus 150? I don't hate that. I mean, he is nice at the corner threes until this series. So it's, Missoula's not letting that happen as much now.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Sweet. Let's get to the Mac Daddy of the podcast. Let's get into the US Open. What, you got something?
Oh, I was just looking to see. Yeah, I guess he did get a bunch of two 3-pointers in the Timberwolves series. So could just be this week.
I mean, dude,
I
Boston
guess.
is better defensively. They've got more guys that can rotate on those corner threes and at least contest it. So I don't hate that. I don't hate that one bit. We gotta see more lobs out of Luka too. That's the other thing. We're not seeing him lob. I mean, I think Boston's defensive game plan has been solid, or Dallas is just kind of forgetting what their bread and butter is. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, U.S. Open, Pinehurst, East Coast,
Do
Pinehurst
it.
too. Yes. I mean, where do you guys want to start, Sean? What are you? I mean, Max, you got the 99. I'm gonna look up who won in 99. Fun ass tournament, but yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
thought you guys, Sean, run with it, baby.
Yeah, man. This
Yeah.
is like the best test of golf usually each year. US Open. It's just carnage but fair. Where we talked about this last year with LACC, it didn't as quite maybe live up to the billing, but you almost are trying to get the winning score kind of around par here. Certainly going to drive a bunch of people wild. It's a huge field. You usually get like 155 guys in there. A lot of cool like ways to qualify for this here. So studded field, but the cut I believe, and feel free to correct if I'm wrong, is only top 60 in ties. So it gets pretty limited there on the weekend. But yeah, I mean, this is just going to be up like Pinehurst, specifically Pinehurst number 2, regarded as one of the best kind of architectural courses, at least that the U.S. has to offer. It's kind of cool in the sense that there's not a lot of like penalty in what you think of golf. There's no water. There's no really out of bounds. So, in theory, it's kind of an easy course. But what you'll see is that there is not rough. When you go to play like at a course, like at your local municipal course, like we usually miss the fairway, you're in the rough. No, here you're in these native, essentially like kind of sand and what they call wiregrass, which is essentially these kind of like beach kind of bushes. Just native areas is what they call it. And there's a 50-50 chance that if you miss the fairway, you either will land on a nice patch of sand where you can still hit a good shot, or you are backed up against one of these like ridiculous kind of just weeds and you're just going to have to kind of punch out there. So let's say that you did land in the fairway or you have a nice lie. Now you got to hit it to these greens. What you'll hear kind of all over is just the Pinehurst. What makes Pinehurst so difficult is the greens, whether they call them the turtle back or flipping a spoon over. The whole thing here is what you'll see as the green technically really isn't the green. The green is much shorter because all the way around the circumference of the green rolls off. Like again, like if you kind of flipped a bowl upside down. Of course, it's not as intense of that, but the whole point here is you can't just kind of hitting any corner of the green. The ball is just going to roll off here. Also, one of the fun things is there's not rough, so it's like if you ever play off a tight lie, which some of us might hate because that's how we easily usually blade or just kind of like fact a chip there. So these things run, and then you have to hit a really clean pitch shot and get it to stop there on the green. It's looked at the weather. It's going to be in the 90s, not a lot of rain. These greens are going to bake. All to say, we might have just a super fun just round of golf of guys getting pissed the fuck off at how hard this is going to play. Now, I think the last 2 times they've been there, only like 4 guys have been under par. We're in an age now with the technology is so good and golfers are so good. I still think a 9 under could win this. It's probably going to be Scotty, but it should be pretty fun. It's made for some good finishes here, and I think just like visually, people are going to really like watching this because it's very different than what your normal kind of just course is with thick rough and stuff like that. Just and you'll hear kind of like it's fun to see pros almost play ping pong. Like they're on one side of the green, they chip it, they think it's going to be there, and then it starts rolling off all the way to the other side. And oh,
I,
that stuff gets me jazzed up. But
I saw a video of a dude, like I think he was just on the green. I don't even think anyone chipped it. He like just was on one part of the green. He just dropped the ball and it just rolled all the way across the green and down the hill. Like he
mhm.
like it wasn't like high, it was like from like a knee. Like it was just to prove how fucking fast that shit was and like
Yeah,
how quickly it was rolling. So I hear that. That's gonna be awesome.
no,
So
that's gonna be. We'll see a few guys like literally putt and then it putts off the green. Like that's gonna be pretty awesome, pretty sick.
so then dumb brain question, right? So putting sounds very hard. So then do we focus on good putters here, or is it like is that just kind of just the easy look, or is there something more to it than
No, good, dude, great question. I think but like the smarts seem to really want to favor really good chippers here, just because like it's going to kind of revert everyone to the mean from ball striking, where like unless you're hitting it perfect, like an Scotty Scheffler, a lot of guys are going to end up that kind of birdie play is just chipping it or putting it off the side there. I mean, putting certainly helps here. I still think, and frankly, like the last kind of 10 US Opens have all come from players who are usually already in like the top 20 from shot gain, uh, essentially iron play. Because here, like unlike your normal kind of pro event, where you're getting a lot of the 100 to 160 yard shot in wedges, probably here a lot more of like 160 to 210 yard. You're not being able to like get a really high lofted club to get in there to stop. So this favor guys who work really long irons well, like a Xander Schauffele, like for instance, and of course Scotty there. So yeah, I brought up just because I wanted to see like who was coming in kind of top. Let's see, like I do have the top 10 for like tee to green, and that's usually who you think of. But I did bring up the around the green as well. Like Hideki Matsuyama is actually the number one this year around the green. Colin Morikawa has been very good up there.
okay.
Yep. I mean the tee to green is kind of what you think right here. Like Scotty and Xander are 1 and 2 right there. Sam, your boy Aaron Rye is ninth. Corey Connors at eighth there. But yeah, I mean, I think kind of just get right in here. This is Scotty's to lose. I mean, he is playing so unbelievable at this point in time right now. I certainly think like he's going to win. We'll put out a bunch of, hey, we got to talk about something, so we'll put out a bunch of fun bets here. But I mean, do you guys see it any differently?
No, honestly, I was listening to some No Lane Up too, just trying to get. I think those are some good golf guys, and I think you
Mhm.
turned me on to them. So I was trying to listen to them a little bit, just seeing what their thought, and honestly, that's pretty close to what they were saying, honestly. So it's kind of it was like the approach that long iron shot, so that you're not putting yourself at a shitty spot for those kind of flops or like that. I mean. Scotty 3 plus 300 right now. Are you guys, Max, you nibbling on that?
Yeah, I got a little parlay for
Mhm.
after because it involves two of my three picks, so I'll just mention it a little later.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Heck, I mean, I think you can get crazy with it. Like, certainly 3 to 1 isn't going to wet your beak. You can get Scotty maybe with like the cat or excuse me, the Celtics to finish off the series. You want to get
yeah,
like the Panthers in there as well. Like find some other kind of fun ways to maybe bring that to something a little bit. But I also kind of you're probably gonna want to get something Scotty in there. You don't want to be the one guy on Sunday who, when he's up by 4 strokes, doesn't at least have that that Scotty play in your bag.
yeah, absolutely.
Sean, I thought you were teeing me up for something. I thought I had sent you something and I was like, are you just gonna go and read out everything I just put in a little free bet parlay? Because I have a $5 to win 1.2K parlay that might have a little bit of that. So I'll just read that out now. It does not ruin my picks In terms of like T20s and all that. It's a T5 and a T10 added. So check this out. Panthers to win the series, Celtics to win the NBA Finals, Scheffler to win, Morikawa top 5. He's been playing hot. He's been close. I like that. Rory, don't really like it, but Rory top 10, and then the Tennessee Vols winning the World Series.
Love that.
So I said, fuck it, $5 to win 1.2K. Why not?
Why not?
Morikawa's playing
Yeah.
well.
Actually, I'm going to be in Knoxville this weekend. I was bummed that I was like, that's in the College World Series.
Just missed
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Omaha is off. Yeah, you got it. Sean, have you been to Omaha for
no,
Gotta
I
go.
know. You have?
Yep, went through work. Yeah, shit was crazy, dude. It was Vandy won. They had Kumar Rocker.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
ridiculous.
I'm sure there's a few other guys too that you just might not even be familiar in the pros now.
I think
But
Dansby was on there, wasn't he?
I think
that's probably. I think
maybe
Dansby's a little too old for that team, but maybe not.
there was another pitcher. Was
That was New Day. Wasn't that New Day?
no, that was Markel. That was first year. It's like
Well, then,
first
yeah,
year.
maybe not.
Wasn't
It was
Ryder, was it?
huh?
No.
I thought Dansby was on there.
There's another nasty pitcher with Rocker that he got picked by the White Sox, I think.
Crochet?
No.
We'll figure this out offline.
Yeah. But it was Vandy won. I went to an Arkansas game, and that's when I realized Arkansas fans are fucking insane.
Or Big City.
Yeah, they ran LSU up on that Jello shots competition at that one bar. So that was cool. But yeah, so just fun little parlay. We'll see. I don't know. But
That is
that I gotta get a piece of Scotty. And then I was like, all right, let me get a little bit more golf just to, that might be gone. So
Mhm.
yeah, we'll see. Sweet. All right. So we kind of talked about it, Scotty, though. Like we're doing winter without. And so
Yeah, I think let's
odds-
just, no one. Of course, it's crazy to just think that one guy versus the field, but like Scotty is on a different level right now. Like the other the guys are playing very well right now, and he's just that much on a different. Like it will, like everything in sports, like eventually, kind of the momentum, like it will stop. I don't see it happening here. He's got some perspective now. He'll be a father on Father's Day? I mean,
that's too Disney Channel fucking ESPN storybook ending kind of shit. Not even storybook ending, he's just getting started, but
and
just on a roll. So
shout out to Ted Scott too, like his caddy. I mean, I know he's like he has been unreal, and he was and like he's won more majors than just the ones with the two with Scotty here because he was on Bubba's bag. But I mean that's kind of I think the biggest storyline is I mean Scotty's now at 11 wins in just what kind of 3 or 4 whole seasons. But just the 2 majors, just the Masters here. So I think he like again if like Xander, who's been easily the second best player like this year, if he picks this off, he's now got as many majors. If Colin wins, he's now got more majors. And does it mean these guys are better than Scotty right now? No, of course not. But it'd be it's an interesting Wikipedia game to play, at least up to the current calendar. So
yeah,
a little pressure.
Yeah, I like that. Speaking of storylines, I saw John Rahm withdrew earlier today with the foot infection. That's kind of a bummer, but I know he's been dealing with some stuff. Any other kind of storylines that you guys are looking at?
I mean, other than the ones that broke today, just Rahm withdrew. Yeah, tough year, man. He's a little fall from grace there, but and then Rory is not getting divorced, so I don't know how we're going to play that, but
Really?
yeah, really.
Top 10. We're gonna play top 10. That's what we're gonna do.
It's not happening, but no. I mean, you want to just get into some picks and some bets here?
Yeah, I like it. Do we want to end with the outright or do we want to start with the outright? Let's leave that for last. Let's leave that for last.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll start with the matchups in first round.
We'll go matchup first round, T30-20 outright, and then any other kind of fun props that you guys have and parlays and make cuts and all the other stuff. So cool. All right. I am going to just shake some random dice and pick someone random to start, and I'm going to go with the 99 U.S. Open hat Max. Start us off matchup.
All right. Matchup, I was deciding between two. Both of them are the same exact odds at plus 100. I think I'm gonna have to go Corey Connors over Henley. Um, just I don't know. I feel like we're a big Corey Connors podcast or semi big. Uh, and he's been playing well. I just don't know how my other guy would do. I think he's kind of choked in some bigger tournaments, so I gotta leave him alone.
Who would you say
Oh,
your other guy is?
Wyndham.
Okay.
He's versing Bradley.
Yeah. He's
That's
fallen off
tough.
the last few months. I mean, the reigning US Open champion.
Yeah, that's true.
You think he, comes back and you can get him at some long odds this week, but
He's plus 100 for the ones that like it. Well, I mean, obviously I liked it a little bit, but
mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, give me Corey Connors.
Okay. Okay. You said over Henley, right?
Yep.
Russell Henley.
Cool. Cool. Sean, where are you going with your matchup?
I'm gonna go a live matchup. Give me Dean Burmeister over Dustin Johnson. Um, I imagine many people don't know who Dean Burmeister is. South African. He's been playing well this year, and in the few majors that he's played, I think he's made the cut. And all he's had a couple top 20s. He was T12 at the PGA Championship just a few weeks ago, so he's in good form. Every time I see DJ, he looks like he's just there collecting a check. I mean, his career already speaks for himself. So, like,
Yep.
this would be a course where the second he starts like gets an 8, like I think he just hangs it up. So I feel pretty good about Dean Burmeister over DJ.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, I do like that a
What are
lot.
those odds again?
Minus 115.
Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna go with a guy I was just trying to pull up. He is in top 5 on the scramble. He is pretty much he's actually number 2 in putting. I don't know where and if I'm gonna play him later in this conversation, but I want to get a piece of him. That man is Denny McCarthy, and he is minus 110 against Mr. Brian Harmon. As you guys know, I have played Harmon a few times. I played him, I think, for a winner, a couple T20s and T30s throughout the year, and I'm pretty sure I have only hit one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Sean's a big Denny guy, but I didn't realize looking at his putting. I didn't realize looking at the strokes gained with his putting at number 2 and is around the green in the top 5, aside from Schauffele and Scheffler. So
Yeah, I think he was. I think he led in putting as well last year. But
okay,
he also, like, he's got a pretty good U.S. Open track record. He's got. I think he's made the cut in the last 4 that he's played, and that's all you can start with. I also have a kind of a fade Brian Harmon play a little bit later as well.
okay, I like that. I like that. And honestly, yeah, I haven't hit a matchup in God knows how fucking long. So I think that's a good one. And I feel like even if this one doesn't hit, some of the others were more fun. I feel like if this one doesn't hit, I did the right play. Like, it's the right play. Guy who's been playing well, fits the course well, guy who's not been playing well. But that's not how golf works.
No.
So that being said, we're gonna do first round leader. And Sean, give us your first round leader.
Ooh, all right. So, I was thinking of some chalk here. Like, certainly, I kind of like, I maybe play a little bit of a call in here. But I'm gonna go with Christian Bezadenhout here. And I'd also give like my, B to JT Poston. I think he had a really good last week here, or just at the Memorials playing well. And I always feel like first round of the US Open is kind of like someone, who's not going to necessarily be there at the very end. And if I'm going to do a first round leader, I might as well take a giant stab at it.
Yeah, I like
So
that.
Zayden Hoot is at plus 8,000 or 80 to 1.
And he,
Ooh-wee.
was it putting or on the green? I was just looking at, and he was up there. Actually, I think,
He's had a good year overall.
yeah, top 10 and yeah, putting number 8. Oh yeah, you did mention that. That's
Yeah. Well, I'm not back-to-back South Africans.
hey, why not, man? Why not? It's I don't hate that.
Hey, keep it rolling.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
me with the
He's got 3 top 10s this year.
That's like Max with the Englishman a couple weekends ago.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
they all shit the
They
fucking
did. Yeah,
Yeah, all
Hatton,
bullshit.
Fitzpatrick, they didn't. Yeah, that was a
Yeah, I like that. I like
They
that. Plus
always beat Chris.
881. Hell yeah, why not? And then I will just, yeah, Max, I'll get to it in a sec. Max, give me your first round leader.
I'm gonna go Xander Schauffele. He's plus 2,200.
Mhm.
You
I'm gonna
know,
play like Xander Schauffele, just top 10 end of round 1. Like
yeah,
I just feel like that's a lock.
exactly. I mean, he's gonna get up there. He always fucking drops, and I mean, he did get his win, but still, just he's always just there for the first 3 days, and then we'll drop down to like top 10 or T8, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's tough, but give me that all day.
Okay, I don't hate that at all. Let's see, plus 2,200. Oh, and plus you said top 10, Sean, end of round leader 1. That
Oh,
is
I was just saying it for the
no,
you know
no,
put it on
60 for reference, which is a
there.
good. And that's what, if I've learned anything, I have been so close to sniping so many. I can probably count 5 that I have been within at least the top 5 would have cleared first round leader. So I love this. And that's Sean keeping us honest, knowing, hey, we might not hit the first round leader. Let's at least get a top 5, top 10. So thank you for your service, Sean.
Oh, dude, you're welcome.
That being said, we're gonna just I really want to go with Denny just because I'm talking myself into it a little bit more. I'm going to probably not go with that. I'm gonna go with a dude who we talked a little bit about at plus 4,500, Hideki Matsuyama. I think he's capable of doing it. Usually he's slow and steady, but I feel like sometimes in these majors he'll come out pretty hot. And plus 4,500. It's kind of like yeah, I don't know, but I think at this point there's no one else that I really am like super high on. Um, like if I was playing a second one, I actually don't hate a Sam Burns at plus 5,500. But I'm gonna probably just go with Matsuyama a little bit more consistent across the board this year. So, and actually, he hasn't even had that great of a year either, to be honest with you. But yeah, Matsuyama. Don't know if he's gonna hang around by the end of it. I could see him slowly tapering off by Sunday, but yeah, give me that. And yeah, let's see what a top
Yeah.
10. Top 10's plus 500. So I'll probably play that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, quick fact. I looked it up. I don't think we mentioned it. That 99 US Open was Payne Stewart beating Phil Mickelson
Mhm.
at Pinehurst.
Yeah.
I didn't, yeah. So I
The
mean,
hat and the famous
So,
logo.
yeah, see, I didn't see the side thing. I think you got the logo on the side on yeah, that side.
it's backwards.
Yeah, okay, that's okay. Because when I looked it up, I was like, oh shit, now I know why he's definitely wearing it. I thought it was just US Open, and I saw
Well,
that.
also, I guess I did have this pulled up, but I was just gonna let it go. Look, oh, it's gonna be. Let me get rid of this fucking screen. If I can
Oh
fucking
yeah, the difference between
the
when
difference,
they
dude.
used to have rough.
Look at all that fucking sand.
Jesus,
That's from the 99 tourney.
damn.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Shit, man. Shit. I like
Crazy
that.
stuff, man.
Okay. Sweet. All right. What are we at? T30s now?
T30.
Max. T30. Go.
All right. I mean, dude, he's been playing very well, and especially for T30 odds like this, he's the man. He's my boy, Sahith Theegala, plus 100 top 30. I could see him getting fucking top 10, honestly. He's been playing very well. Very, very just calm, cool, and collective guy. He just keeps pushing and does very well. So I love that a lot.
Hell yeah. I like that too, because when it's like a hard course, there's just certain guys you go to. Like the easier, the more random person, like not here. Like Theala's gonna play better when the course is harder.
Yep. I like that. I like that a lot. Sean, where are you going with your T30?
I'm gonna go Sam Burns. He's quietly not like in contention at all. I don't see him much this week and hasn't been much this year, but he's quietly already racked up a pretty good year here. He's Southern boy as well. So I think he can keep it in the fairway here. He's good around the greens, and I just think he's in pretty good form here. And I'm at plus 125. I like some Sam Burns.
Okay. Yeah. Just mentioned him on that potential first round leader. So I am with
Yeah.
you there. And he's got a great fucking name. So, and Burns, that's a great last name. Like,
Yeah.
got a good name. And he recently had a kid too,
You
right?
even bored, bro?
I think
What
so.
did
He's boys with Scotty. They're good
Mhm.
friends.
But I think he was having a kid recently too. I think he had it a couple weeks before or something.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was him and Scotty that were likely to like withdraw, right?
Yep. I think that's what it was. Yep. So I like that a lot. I was kind of looking back and forth. I do like the kind of the quote you just said on Tagala. Tough courses will yield some good players, and those guys are just going to compete and perform. Not a guy I'm a huge just general fan of, but I played him a couple times. He's been pretty solid for me. That's Patrick Cantlay at plus 105. T30. He might not. It could be a backdoor. Like he's very capable of having a couple bad days and then storming back Saturday, Sunday, and sneaking into that T30. He's not someone I feel comfortable at that like T20 range. So I would hate that if I didn't put him at a T30 at plus 105. Kind of it's almost like I'd be mad at myself if he was like top 10 and I was just like, oh, I could have just played that. So yeah, give me Cantlay on that at plus 105.
I like it.
Sweet.
Nice.
Okay. Max, you just led T30, so let's go Sean T20.
Sam, I'm just gonna keep going with guys that you already mentioned before. Give me Hideki. I think he's just fairways and greens here. The man is gonna put on a striping iron show here. He putts very well. I could see him up in contention. He won Riviera early this year. I think it was kind of not to be seen of much beginning of the year. Last few tournaments did well. Played nicely at the Memorial last week. So I got to imagine he's coming in with some confidence here, and I think that's plus money as well for
Yeah,
Hideki.
plus 140.
Okay.
I like that. I actually a guy I was talking to so I was wearing that Genesis hat at the or before the wedding and stuff this weekend, and guy who was a groomsman for the wedding, he was like, "Did you go?" And I was like, "Ah." I was like, "You got me." It's like the one time, it's like the Masters hats, the other, it's like, "Did you go?" And it's like, "Nah." But he actually was there, and I was like, "No, one of my
What? No way.
yeah, he was there. They went on Sunday, which didn't you guys do that too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yep. And they played golf like I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday or something. Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, shit, did you? I was like, I'm pretty sure my boy.
Yeah, right.
I was like, are you guys just hanging out and I didn't know about it? He's
I love
evolved. I don't know. So
Shout
yeah.
out to him. He had a good plan.
Yeah. So exactly. I was like, hell yeah. So sweet. I like that Hideki. Max, where you going with your T20, my dude?
I got to go back to the man. I did say I won't go back to the Englishman, but I feel like Tommy Fleetwood at plus 130 is not bad at all. He's one of those guys where you're just like, oh, he's fucking sitting top 10 coming into Sunday. Like, what the fuck? So I think he's got it.
I mean, he's not going to beat himself, man. Like he's always knocking on the door, and he's more than anyone. Like if you go look at his Wikipedia page, that man has a flurry of top tens and majors over the past 10 years. He's
Yeah,
never been able to convert, but he only has one missed cut this year too.
That's pretty.
exactly. I like to hear that.
I wonder what I'd have to see. I wonder how much money that like difference is. Just making the cut versus
Yeah, well, you don't make any money for not making the cut.
okay. See, I
Yeah.
don't know shit.
That's
Exactly.
kind of with all, yeah, every tournament.
Well, shit, then, man. Then that's a lot of money he's made, regardless of if he's
Yeah,
won one.
he's made 3 million year to date, a little
Okay.
bit less than Scotty's 24 million.
Oh my God. I mean, that's like even well, the thing is they just upped all the PGA money, right? So like
Yeah. Oh yeah, like these, like the signature, like last week he won $3.6 million. Like that's more than what a major was like a few years ago.
yeah, that was like McIntyre. Like he just like took off Memorial because he's like, dude, I just won like 3.5. Like I don't give a fuck. I'll see.
I'll be back.
I'll see you at Pinehurst next 2 weeks from now. Let me get my mind right. I love it. I
I'm
love
going
it.
back to Scotland, see my boys.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I'm kind of torn on this 220, man. Like a couple guys I like. I was deciding between two guys who really, really don't like each other. They have the same fucking odds. And I'm gonna go with the guy who I've actually well, we talked about it a little bit. He's grown on me. Was definitely more of a Kepka guy, but Bryson
From
DeChambeau.
Pricey?
Yeah,
Let's
I'm gonna go with Bryson.
go. Yes.
Minus 105. I think I could, dude, low key, I might even sprinkle him on. He would be
I'm also sprinkling Bryson on to win.
yep, to win. I even like a maybe even like a first round leader sprinkle too, or maybe like a top 10 or something like that.
I was gonna just throw some other random ones at the end, but I'll just do it right now because it makes sense.
Yep.
Bryson top former US Open winner plus 400.
Ooh, I'm gonna write it.
That's and that remember that's no Scotty there, no Xander there. I mean,
Former US Open winner.
yeah,
I love that actually.
yeah. So
Dude,
like
I think
essentially, like Rory's his top like other, guy.
okay. I think we're gonna have to do 2 pages this week for we'll have our normal stuff and then we're gonna have the fun shit
Yeah,
on.
I'll just throw some fun shit
We
out.
got a lot. We got a lot. So I like that. Where did it go? Let me just write that down. Okay. Who wants to go winner without Scotty Scheffler? Who wants to start us off?
I started 20, so go ahead, Sean.
All right. I was dogging him earlier, like in a lot of like way back earlier in the season, but man, I mean, he's on a roll right now. He almost was the only man to take down Scotty last week. I thought he played great in the PGA there as well. Give me Colin Morikawa. Like he's his wedge game has been great. Like I just love the way I think he's not gonna make the huge mistake that like there's gonna be guys in contention like late Saturday and then just have the blow up triple bogey. And I just don't think that I don't think he's gonna make enough birdies to win this tournament, but I don't think he's gonna take himself out of contention. And I love him just sneaky being right there at like, two, like hopefully two, but even top 10 in general.
Well, and you look at the difference between with and without, you're going 1400 to or you're going 1600 down to 1200, which really
Yeah.
isn't you're thinking about it. It's really not that much when you got that. So I don't hate that at all. Okay. And yeah, we are doing winner without. I'll just reiterate that one
Yeah.
more time. Winner without Scotty Scheffler. Just for the people listening.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. Already done it 7 times. But yeah, Max, where you going, bud? Oh, and I just saw the shirt combo too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, I did have Colin Morikawa. I wish I just took
I
over
can see your face.
first. Yeah, for
But you
the
can take him too.
no,
Winner without, I don't hate that. Yeah.
I mean, no, I'll do it for the fans. I think what I'm gonna do is take your boy and I'm gonna go Ludwig A. Bird and say that he's due for one, and that would be awesome to see. I think
Yeah.
him grabbing a nice U.S. Open, it would be huge for him.
Oh man, I'm just hoping he's like healthy or whatever. They was saying maybe like he like a torn meniscus or something. He, was not giving up anything in his interview. But the Masters solo second, PGA miscut. So let's get back, hopefully feeling good. And he looked good last week, finished fifth. So I like where we're at.
Yeah.
I like him, Max.
Plus 2,000.
I got without
18,
1,800.
which is also not bad. That's not a small, or that's not.
Still 18 to 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that's what you guys meant. I thought you meant just like we're just not
We're just
mentioning.
all not picking Scotty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Increase the odds a little bit. I think we're
Yeah,
all.
yeah, because you can actually take this.
Could you
Right.
imagine?
So does it question for me and most people now that I realize, well, maybe not most people, but for the audience. So if that it does that void
It's just to finish second.
like if
Hopefully to finish second.
okay. Okay.
But
I was wondering how that
well,
would-
I guess we should
Well,
take this back or to finish first if Scotty doesn't finish first. So
okay.
it's essentially saying who is the top golfer with if Scotty Scheffler is not, you don't even count him. Which could be the winner of the tournament if it's not Scotty. But it would be second if Scotty wins.
Okay, so whoever does better, but we don't have to worry about Scotty. Got it.
correct. Yep. Yep. I mean, dude, I'm thinking about having a Scotty big unit and then doing a winner without and just hoping we can get a 1-2.
Yeah.
I would love that. I'd love that. I love both y'all's picks so far. I'm kind of torn, honestly. I was looking at some of it. I feel like I have the Rory in the top 10. I love the Morikawa. Shoffley's been playing well. I just don't know. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go. Damn, I actually don't really know where I'm going. Actually, yeah, I do. All right, we're going to Shambo plus 1,600. I think, no, fuck that, actually. No, we're not. No, we're not. Sorry. We're gonna dial that back real quick. We're gonna go with the guy who hasn't had a year, had a great year since 2016-17. One of the last golfers to win 5 tournaments in a season. He's a guy who I'm kind of surprised he's up here, but I'm gonna just not really overthink it. And that's Justin Thomas.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Winner without. I mean, I like Morikawa. I like DeChambeau. I don't want to have too much exposure with DeChambeau, but yeah, I'll do JT. Why not?
Yeah.
He hasn't been playing incredible. He hasn't been playing terrible, but
Yeah, Sam, one of the last 2 times, 2014 and 2005, the winner was like not even close to being like, in the top like 30 favorited. Like Martin Keimer, who went on to be a very good golfer in his own right, but like that was like his kind of first and really only major there as well. So that's kind of one of the things that they say with this course, just because you can easily, run into a big number here that, just someone who plays well, scores par, get it done.
Yep. And we shall see. Hopefully everything else can kind of cover it. And I will absolutely be playing Scheffler. What is it? What is it? Nuclear whale. Nuclear whale. That is the nuclear whale play. And we all agree on that. So I'll do that and then do some JT plus 3,500. Maybe we can get a little playoff or something. That being said, we've got all the outright winners. We've got our normal kind of spiel, but there's so many other good plays. Run it back real quick. Sean said Bryson DeChambeau, former U.S. Open winner at plus 400 already. So we'll just run that back real quick. Fellas, any other kind of just fun props? I know Sean, you usually have a make miss.
Yeah, I don't have it for us like today, but I got a few other things that I'll list out and I'll probably put one together. So I like I mean, I don't love this, but Spieth to miss the cut. That man is just he needs to just go home and hang out with his family for a little bit. But I think that's like plus 120. Ludwig to be the top Swede. There's only 3 Swedes. Some like new guy, and then Alex Noren, who we do like Alex Noren on, on this program here. But I like, at Ludwig at just minus 150 to beat Alex Noren in a major setup. Yeah, give me that. Give me the better golfer there. This isn't some just like birdie fest at the Charles Schwab or whatever. Hey, give me Big Bob McIntyre, top lefty. I know I kind of queued it up earlier, kind of a fade Brian Harmon play. Usually
Yeah.
Harmon's what we always take for top lefty, but Robert McIntyre has been crushing it this year. The last time he's played golf, he won. He did well, I think, at some other of the majors this year. So love that. And then Sam, just kind of three other golfers that maybe at like the top 40 range, I'll probably fire off on.
Okay.
Steven Yeager, who
Yeah.
Steven Yeager having as consistent good year as one can have. Lucas Glover, who that's gonna be like he literally played this event when there's only a few guys that probably were in the field and did okay 10 years ago. And he's only a year away from winning events. And Aaron Rye, your boy Aaron Rye, again, just using
Yeah.
the momentum there.
Sean, have you looked at the top debutante?
I think I looked at it a little bit.
Yeah. Do you know who is plus 140 to be the top debutante?
Ew.
Fucking Ludwig. Max. Yeah, we got two smiles right there. How we feel on that? Plus 140. Yeah, you don't get a debutante as he might be the best debutante
Yeah,
ever played.
again, we saw a couple weeks ago him not look good. He missed the cut, but he said he felt well last week, played exactly up to finished fifth at one that had the greatest players in the world outside of Liv on it. So yeah, I'm gonna trust that. And again, one of the things where a really hard course, give me Ludwig, the seventh best golfer in the world ranked right now versus all these guys. Fuck yeah, Sam, I love it.
Yep. And
Our boy.
Sean, I don't want to pour salt in the wound too much, but you know who's number two, who absolutely shit the bed for outright for you a couple weeks ago?
Who?
Mr. Nikolai Hogard. He's number
Oh,
two.
that was a disaster play.
And after that, I don't really know much. I know Harry Higgs, but after that, I really don't know many of the other names. So I feel like that. Oh, shout out Neil Shipley plus 8,000 if we like that.
Go.
Yeah. Yeah. Top debutante. So maybe he can be that.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That's crazy, right? That's crazy.
Todd McKibben was he's this up and coming kid out of I think England. He won like the Scottish or something over there.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. I don't hate that at all. Max, anything that you've been looking at?
No, I think I've kind of nailed it. I guess I did mention earlier my parlay. It's just Sahith top 30, Tommy top 20, and then Scotty as the winner instead of well, I had Colin, but instead of excuse whoever the fuck I picked. Jesus. Forgot who I picked.
You said Aberg?
Aberg, yeah. But Scotty instead of yeah. Oh yeah. But that is a plus 1740 parlay.
Okay.
So I'll be doing that.
Little Bear and Little Bear, right? I like it. Let me see. So Sean, you said no make cut parlays.
Not for right now, but I'll maybe get some over to you.
Okay. I'm gonna just DraftKings, they'll make some for you. Let me see one. Okay, actually, well, kind of plays, but a DeChambeau, Aubert, Tagala, Norin at plus 240.
Yeah, it's not bad, but
So it's like the create your own or not
Yeah.
create your own, like it's your
it's like
internal
the full
one.
to do.
I like that a lot. I was looking at some round props. I think I'm gonna stick away from it because it sounds like the move might just be over on day one. But when I tried to do that at Murfield, I think all three guys I had all went under. So that was like, all right, whatever. Yeah, that being said, I don't know. Like I'm kind of just looking through some of this. I like a Fleetwood plus 240 as top Englishman. I do like Aaron Rice still, but I mean, Canadian's kind of a toss-up. I feel like you could get like a like a Hadwin at plus 400. He played well last weekend.
Mhm.
As top Canadian. I know Max, you like Connors. I think I played Connors like 6 times, at least this year. And Sean played him 100 times last year, and then I'm just late to the party. But yeah, he's been solid. You know what? Yeah, I'll go top Asian. I keep playing the Asians. I don't know what's going on with me and the Asians, but Hideki Matsuyama plus 275 for the top eight.
No Ben on for you.
No, I love Ben
Wow.
on, dude. I do. I do. I actually was really close to putting him at the T30, I think. Let me just get that odd. That's actually a great call. Plus 130 at T30. So I will be playing that.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Let's see, any live specials? Top live golfer, DeChambeau at plus 320. Any other live guys that you guys? I know Sean, you said
I got my
Burmeister.
Burnmeister, but yeah, I think yeah, I mean Brooks has looked that great this year, so I don't know if I want to play him right now.
Ooh, how about this though? How about this? Top or the best low or sorry, the lowest round one score, live golfers only. DeChambeau plus 400.
It's not bad.
Hatton low key at a plus 700 might be a move too. I feel like every time I want to fade Hatton, he plays well, and every time I want to play Hatton, he plays like shit. But let's see, anything else? I'm just kind of scrolling through the nationality props. Spanish, I don't know. Spanish one's kind of tough. I mean, they got a debutant, Eugenio Chacarrara, and he's plus 360 over David Puig and Sergio Garcia. I don't hate that, actually. I don't hate that. This is the most nationalities I think I've seen on any tournament. Like in terms of like each group that they're doing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ben on top Korean plus 280. So
I kind of like Siwoo.
Siwoo is plus 330. Siwoo plus 330. And I mean Sung J M and Tom Kim. That's actually a really tough one.
Yeah.
And then you got
That's like no matter which one you choose, you'll get it wrong.
right. Well, and then you got Matsuyama at minus 115 for the top Japanese. The next guy is Takumi Kenya
Wait, it only minus what?
minus 115.
Oh, that's yeah.
That might be the play of the day. I mean,
That's
dude.
easy, dude.
Yeah. All right, we're right.
Is he over Ritzy Hoyo or whatever? Hui?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
That's fine.
Love that. Let's see any other. I'm just gonna do a quick little gander. I don't hate Ludwig as plus 170 top Nordic over Hovland, Noren, Hogard.
I'm just gonna play the one I said. Ludwig top Swede at minus 150.
Oh yeah, yeah. You said minus 150?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just over Noren and then like one other guy.
Oh, Sean, if you had to pick between the top African between Burmeister and Bazoon,
I probably would pick Vizadenhout.
Okay, it's plus 175 versus.
But I'm not going to pick. I'm just going to have them win in their own right.
Yeah, Burmeister at plus 150. Bazoo. I mean, they're right there. And my boy Van Royen at plus 300. So I don't hate that. That actually.
Fun.
Okay. I could read off more and more. I won't.
Probably a good place to.
Yep, that's a good place to stop. And then I think just any hole in one. I was trying to see if I could find plus 100 to have a hole in one in this tournament. Why not? Gotta be a hole in one, right? I feel like every tournament has a hole in one.
Not really.
Not really, but whatever.
Majors usually do.
Yeah, but it'll be like some like cool story. It'll be like some guy who,
yeah,
first turn, it'll be like a rookie or something, and he'll just ball. Okay. All right, sweet. Any more takeaways, US Open? Anything else you guys want to throw out? I know we've got other stuff going on, but kind of just
it'll be good.
Yeah.
Good tight ship.
Sweet. All right, fellas. Sean, I know you're going to Knoxville for a wedding this weekend. Max, you're probably chilling this weekend, or you got some shit going on this weekend, grad parties, whatever else is going on. I'm moving into a new crib house, so this will be the last podcast you see this background.
Congrats, man. Congrats.
Thank you, thank you. The attic is mine, so hopefully you'll have a background of jerseys and a bunch of other shit back here. But until then, fellas, always a pleasure. You guys be easy. Have a good weekend. People,
What you do.
thanks for the picks. Hopefully you guys can follow us. We'll get all the golf picks out tomorrow. I'm gonna do 2 pages. So I'm gonna do our usual and then we'll do some fun. Basically, we'll call it like top 3 or 4 fun props. Won't count them out against the record, but I will also get that after this because I feel like at this point I've got everything written down. I just got to do the math behind it, make sure we get our units right. So yeah, fellas, let's have a good weekend.
Thanks for listening.